What's up, guys? We are back, and let me start that over again. I'm just gonna get louder every time. What's up, guys? We are back here for another Rangers post-game video, and wow, what is there to even say anymore about this team? There's plenty to say. Just kidding. So we'll start this one off here. We'll just a little recap of last night. Obviously, Igor would go down with what I'm guessing is a groin issue.
Probably.
You know, obviously coaches don't really specify things.
Right. They said lower body injury, so I don't know what else it could be.
Right. And I didn't see him break a leg or anything, so it has to be a groin. And then, you know, Georgiev would come in there late and cap off the win here for the Rangers, and then which we projected he would be starting this game regardless of the injury. But we'll talk about the injury real quick. And again, thank you to the lovely people on the Discord with the information. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Always coming through, knowing what's going on here around this New York Rangers organization. So, out for a week, which I'm guessing would add up to about 3 games here.
Yes.
And again, hopefully that is it. Because you do not want to, not saying that this team can't continue to win, because they do. But you want to have your top goalie in. You do not want the entire workload to fall on Georgiev and then now Adam Huska in here as, I guess, the third string.
Yeah.
With Igor being out.
Yeah.
So Adam Huska here on the bench in relief of Georgiev. But yes, he did start this game as the Hawks and the Rangers will play tonight, ending the home stand here for the New York Rangers. And obviously you can see the score back there. But the score is not definitive of how this game went here. It got really interesting real late.
Yeah.
So we'll just cap it off. We'll talk about the first.
All right. So the first goes well. You know what I mean? There throughout the game there would be a lot of hitting the post. But it went well. They were holding on strong to, what was it, 7 seconds left?
No, it was like 20.
All right, I think it was like
20 seconds.
No, I think it was less.
Okay.
But maybe. All right, so with very few seconds left, they score.
So what
Chicago scores. Okay.
Yeah. So what would happen is it was kind of like a 2-on-1 situation here. Rangers were not very good defensively in the first period. It was the second 2-on-1 of the period, and the puck kind of like, it was one of those like, it was like a weird bounce. It went behind the net. Hagel on the Hawks would bat it out of the air behind the net, mind you. So Georgiev is looking behind him, thinking, the puck is going to be somewhere in that vicinity. It's batted out of the air, comes right in front of him on Patrick Kane's stick. And he buries it. Georgiev didn't even know.
No, he was way on the left side of the goal, trying to
he was
take care of that
post,
right, with a big wide open spot and just where the puck went.
Yeah. So it kind of like, you could say, oh well, the Rangers shouldn't have gave up 2-on-1s in that period, but at the same time, it's like that's one of those plays where it's like, what do you really do? It took a fortuitous bounce. It went up in the air. It was knocked back right to Kane's stick. And Kane was buzzing in that first period. He was all over the place, Patrick Kane.
Clearly a good player.
Yeah.
Right?
Unfortunately, yes. And then, obviously this was the dying seconds of the first here.
And so they reviewed it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
There was a review because at this point you're thinking it's a high stick. You cannot hit the puck with a high stick to your own player. The other team can touch it. That's the whole point of a high stick. The other team can play it. You can't play it because it's hit with a high stick. You can't high stick a puck to a player. That's why the puck is on the ice. That's why it's ice hockey. But Gallant, which I thought was a shoo-in, I thought this was going to be overturned immediately.
Right.
No,
he challenged it.
He challenged it, yeah. But we all know what happens now in this day and age. If you challenge a call and you don't get the call, you're assessed a bench minor, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And this was at the end of the first, so the Rangers would get out of that first period down by a goal, a questionable goal.
Right.
Going into the second now, shorthanded.
With Reeves in the box.
Reeves served the bench minor there.
Yeah.
So Rangers would come out, they would kill this penalty. And again, they would get a power play goal.
Yeah.
Hawks would take a penalty. We'll do a little magic here. Fox to Panarin. Panarin finds Strome wide open. Actually, it's funny if you look at the goals because Lankinen, who was in net for Chicago, which was their backup goalie,
Right.
Both of his diving chances that the Rangers scored on were like identical, just opposite sides of the post. And he had no chance. Strome would bury one on a great pass from Panarin, cross ice, down low, right side, no chance for Lankinen. 1-1.
Now Strome is also playing his brother's team today.
Yeah, Dylan
Strome on the
yes,
other
yeah.
team. Their mom's in the stand. So Strome got to show who was the brother that could score.
Exactly. And Strome had a good night tonight too, man. He really did.
Yeah. 2
points on the board, a goal, and assist. He might have even had 3. I'm not sure.
Had the only goal last game too. So.
Yeah. And after coming off of the 1-0 win last night against the Sharks, where Ryan Strome scored the only goal in the first period on a power play.
Yeah.
Back-to-back power play goals here for Ryan Strome to get the game tied up 1-1. Then we'll keep going into the second. Rangers had a big second here.
And I'm sorry, at the end of the first, it was like with 20 seconds left. Because you're right, because they had 1:38 left on the power play for the Chicago when they went into the second.
Oh, okay.
So sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so we go into the second here, and Rangers, I would say they owned this half the second period at least half the second period. I mean, there was so much offensive zone pressure in the Hawks' end where but they kept keeping them to the outside. The Rangers couldn't really set up in the slot. They couldn't really get any good chances. At this point, I'm screaming, shoot the puck, shoot the puck, shoot the puck. And finally, of all people, Adam Fox comes in or does his thing, cycles the puck, goes down, obviously defenseman, up high, down low. You never know with him. You never know where he's going to be.
Good.
He's right in front of the net. Somebody finally shoots the puck. Rebound right in front. Adam Fox planted right in front of the net like he's a forward. Taps in the rebound. Things happen when you shoot the puck.
Yeah.
Second string goalie in here. Get pucks to the net.
Yeah.
That's what I was screaming most of the time. Get these pucks to the net here.
Yeah.
This is you get your backup goalie in here for Chicago.
Right.
Get pucks to the net. I'm saying it right now repeatedly because that's, after coming off that 1-0 win last night, Rangers didn't look tired though. They did maybe the first period. They were like, pull your head out of your ass kind of shit right there. They would score there. Here we go. We go into the third. Rangers with a 2-1 lead. We know that's not comfortable.
No, it's not enough. Anything could change at any point.
Right.
Meanwhile, as this game is going on, there are 6 games that went into overtime today. I believe.
Yeah.
6 teams that went into overtime.
Yeah.
So
I actually might be 6 games to be honest.
Was it 6? I couldn't know if it was 6 teams, 3 games, or
either
way. A lot of teams in overtime tonight, and having a 2-1 score. I did not want this game to go into overtime too. So it was very scary in the third, only having 1 goal lead.
Exactly. And again, the Hawks are not a team. Their record doesn't really deflect on how good they actually are. Yes, they don't have a winning record. They're not over 500. I think they're 8-12 last time before this game started. I could be wrong about that. It's not a winning record. And we all know what the Hawks bring to the table, man. You got Taves, you got Seth Jones, you got Kane. I mean, you got a lot of players out there who can carry the puck, especially on a power play unit. Panarin keeps his feet moving, draws a penalty. Rangers also had a double minor in this. They scored on the first one. That was the Ryan Strome goal.
Yeah.
Rangers will draw another penalty in this one because of Panarin keeping those skates going. And Rangers running the power play here. A kind of misplay in the zone by the Hawks. Ryan Strome would find it, backhand it, takes a bounce off a Hawk skate. I mean, he was trying to get it to Panarin, but it happened to go off the skate of the defender on the Hawks. Comes right to Panarin. Again, wide open shot. And that was the other save I was talking about that Lincoln tried to make where he dove across here. And no chance as Panarin buries that one.
Yeah. So now we're feeling good. 3-1. And I think there's about 5 minutes and change to go at this point.
Yeah, and we'll get into the second goal here by the Hawks. And shame on you, referees. Shame on you here on this goal. Mm-hmm. So now goalie's pulled here, and I think it was about maybe the 1:30 mark where this goal was scored. So yeah, Hawks running around the zone here, empty net, extra attacker. There's a shot, and I forgot where it came from. Georgiev has it down. He's doing his goalie thing covered, and I think it was DeBrincat. I could be pronouncing his name wrong. I know it starts with a D. He came in. He hit Georgiev. Now the whistle had blown, like literally a second, maybe two, before he comes in here, hits Georgiev. The puck would fall out and trickle across the line.
Yeah, the puck. Georgiev had it between his legs, kind of his feet, almost right,
Yeah,
stopping it from going in, and it was there. He was holding it when we watched the replay, but when the other player came and tackled him, then, like you said, it trickled out.
Over
but
the
not
line.
Until then. It wasn't like it was on its way.
No, it was frozen. It was frozen up until the goalie contact.
Yeah.
And here I'm thinking they're looking at it, and I guess I'm surprised they even looked at it, to be honest, because once you blow that whistle, and again we were talking about this in the stream, so I don't mean to keep beating a dead horse here because we talked about it for a while. Once you blow that whistle, or even the intent to blow the whistle, means the play is done. And I know that sounds weird for people who don't understand what I'm meaning by intent to blow the whistle. It means if you're the ref and you're even thinking about blowing the whistle, the play is dead. Especially if the goalie has it frozen. Especially, I understand go hard to the net. I get that. That's what hockey's based on. Go hard to the net. Go hard to the net. But clearly he had it covered.
Yeah.
So they would take a look at this, and I cannot believe they ruled it a goal. Gallant couldn't believe it.
Oh my God, he was mad. Justifiably, I'm glad he was mad, but he was super mad. And I wish I could have heard what they were saying, because I would love to hear the explanation from the ref as to why they said that was a goal.
And I can't wait to watch his post game. I usually don't watch too many post games unless it's something, worth watching. And I kind of want to hear his response on this, to what he said or what he thought about that, because. Again, you could say a little biased here because we're Rangers fans.
Right.
But that's the rule. That's the rule.
Yep. And I know it wasn't goalie interference. I don't know why it wasn't, but it wasn't.
I mean, again, it's not goalie interference.
Even though he tackled
interference
him,
because the play is done.
Right.
It's done. Goalie interference, yes, if he was roughing him up, I get it. He wasn't roughing him up. I mean, he ran in, go hard to the net.
Right.
Go hard to the net. That's not technically goalie interference.
Okay.
He wasn't making him not make a save. That's goalie interference. When you stop somebody from making a save, the puck was already saved. It was covered.
Yeah.
So again, maybe the refs just wanted to make this interesting. They would rule it a goal. So now here we go. A minute to go, minute 30 to go here. Hawks again, another questionable goal here.
Yeah.
And I don't say that often. I usually I'm on board with what the refs say. Maybe, oh, fuck, you didn't get this tripping call. Oh, you didn't get this high sticking call. Oh, you missed this slashing call. This is different. This is goals. This is the dying end of a game. This is a streak on the line. You can't be making bad calls like this. And again, like I said, a little biased, Rangers fans here.
But it doesn't matter. We talked about this. Even if it went the other way, we would have been like, wow,
Right.
The Rangers got lucky there because that was the wrong call. We'd still admit it, even though we'd be happy about it.
Right. Now, if it would have happened the other way, you would be like, Rangers got away with that one.
Right.
But knowing that they got away with that one. So you could say the same thing here with the Hawks. They got away with that one.
Yeah.
But again, in my opinion, I don't want to keep harping on this, but in my opinion, it's a bad call. Yeah. It's just a bad call. I don't like it, and especially having Georgiev in there, who struggled with goals against.
Yeah.
So now you have two questionable goals against him, against his average again, when we need him to be strong going forward with Igor out. So, if they were straight up goals, I'd be like, okay, bad play. You let a goal in.
Right.
But they're both questionable.
Yeah.
Second one, definitely questionable. Yeah. But it doesn't matter either way. The Rangers would get the W, obviously. So, again, just, harping on that. But it's scary, man, because, a 3-1 game with a minute 30 fucking changes the entire dynamic of a game to a 3-2 game with a minute 30 going.
Yeah, absolutely.
That changes the entire dynamic of the game. And
it was running through my head then, like I said before, that all these teams were in overtime tonight, and I'm like, oh my God, these refs are going to push us into overtime because of this. Luckily, it didn't happen that way.
Right.
But
like we said, Rangers would end up getting the W. They would continue the streak, 6 in a row here for the New York Rangers now. So exciting here for the Rangers. 8 in a row at home.
Yeah.
Rangers have, I mean, where don't they play good? They play good at home. They play good away. They probably would play good on the fucking face of the sun right now. That's how good the New York Rangers are doing. They continue to roll along here, continue to find ways to win. You know, last night 1-0. Tonight, refs dicking them around here. Still get the W. I mean, it doesn't matter. Good teams find ways to win games.
Right.
It doesn't matter what the situation is here. No. Everybody knows that. And I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for all the support again on the
Yes.
channel. You guys have been
We
fucking
really appreciate it, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And we will see you on Tuesday as the Rangers and Hawks meet again, but this time in Chicago.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
And it'll be Georgiev in net.
Right, and maybe they're going to have their first goalie back.
Right. We'll have to see
And
what the
they're going to be
situation.
mad, and they're going to be at home. But I think the Rangers can still do it.
I think they could do it.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, you go into that locker room, and I think the Rangers, I don't think there's a team that they think that they can't beat. I think the confidence is overwhelming here. You see it day in and day out here.
Yep.
They are the, what'd somebody say on that stream? They're the, not
The dark horse.
They're the dark horse of the East.
Yep.
They are coming for you. So you motherfuckers better watch out, all you.
Oh my goodness.
At least people in the East. And then we'll get to the playoffs later.
Oh my
But in
God.
the East, you better watch out.
Oh God.
All right, guys, we'll catch you later.
Yes.
Let's go, Rangers!
Yes, let's go Rangers.
Peace
Go
out, guys.
Bye.